zodiac sign?
I've never looked it up. But I know a few. I know there's Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo. I think
But
that's
you
all
don't,
about.
you don't, you've got no idea what your one is.
No. I've never looked it up.
Can you, I know
Never.
you don't celebrate birthdays, but what is the month you were born in? At least you can
Right.
tell
Okay.
me that.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, I could tell you that. So it's October.
Right, October. So
Yeah.
you're either Libra or Scorpio, I think, if you're one of those. That's
Is it?
actually, I think that's quite unusual that somebody doesn't know their star sign, even if they don't believe in it. And let's face it, when we say believe in it, what are we
Yeah.
actually saying? Astrology is not a science. It's what they call a pseudoscience, which generally means is a mistaken belief that it's a subject that has been validated by science. Well, it
Yeah.
hasn't. And I think it's true to say that the science fraternity, actively distance themselves from astrology, or
All
they
right.
disown it because it's not scientifically based. I mean, you could say another pseudoscience subject would be counselling, which is, in my view, a very positive thing that people either do or they receive, but it's not proven scientifically. And
Right.
again, so it's a pseudoscience on that basis. But we know that psychiatrists, psychologists, great ones like Freud and Carl Jung and others, have created the basis for counselling. And let's face it, probably millions of people around the world have, I suppose, what we call therapy in the form of some sort of counselling, which
Yeah.
is, as I understand it, and I imagine, in fact, I did a counselling course myself some years ago, and put it into practice. So I know something about it, but it is again not a provable thing. But I guess with astrology, although it's not a provable thing, the position of the stars and the planets actually influence human personalities and traits. It's not provable. Equally, it's not disprovable. So
Right.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's one of those things which a lot of people say I don't believe in it, as you've said. But do you think there's anything in the, again, if you don't know your birth sign, you probably can't answer this question, but do you think there's anything in the fact if somebody is, I don't know, Taurus or Sagittarius, that they might have certain similar traits because they were born at a certain time under that sign? Do you think that could be the case? Or do you just disbelieve the whole thing?
Um, First of all, before I answer your question, I actually did counseling. I actually did a counseling course as well.
Did you?
So
Did
yeah,
you?
level, yeah, College of North East London, actually.
I
Yeah.
knew I'd seen you before somewhere. We were on the no, we weren't on the same course. But yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Good. Yeah. So
yeah, yeah,
that is good.
yeah. So
It's
I've
an
got a
interesting
certificate.
subject to learn. Very
Yeah, I only, I only,
interesting
I only did
subject,
it up to
isn't it?
level two anyway. I only did level two anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't carry on. I should have gone up to level three. Then I'll be qualified to, do
Yeah.
some work in that field. But it just wasn't something that interested me. I felt it was a bit intrusive. I felt it was a bit
Well, it
intrusive.
is, but
Yeah.
yeah, by definition, it has to be, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, of course, yes, of course, yeah, and I had to see a counselor myself, as part of the course, and
Yeah.
then we did something called personal development, where
Right.
I believe the teachers, they just stirred up a lot of contention amongst the class, and just to bring out your true self.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
struggle with that, because at one point I said to one of the teachers, I said, I think you're just causing trouble on. She did trouble on. She didn't like it. Anyway, she didn't like it, but the way that she handled it was so intelligent. She said, "What makes you think that?" And I thought, "Oh dear me, I've got to answer that question now." But it's a
I
very, it's
mean,
a very light. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
were you serious when you said that to her though?
I
You didn't
did. I
like the
did.
way.
Well, I did.
No.
Well, I did because I was quite young then, and I just didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. I didn't like the idea of somebody instigating sort of a contentious thing amongst people that were ordinarily peaceful. But I didn't know it
Yeah.
was part of the learning. But the process got me, and I kind of joined. I kind of joined the. They say if you don't beat them, if you can't beat them, you join, don't you?
Join them.
Yeah, you join them. So I kind of joined them at last, and I stirred up my own bit of controversy in the class.
Well, let me tell you, I mean, you probably won't be pleased to hear this then, but
Go on.
I know you fairly well. We know each other fairly well.
Right.
And hang on, got to find something. And this morning or last night, I was working on what I would say is your personality description as I
Okay.
know you, which I'm going
Okay.
to read to you. And I want you to tell me. And I've worked hard on this. I was
Right.
toiling into the small hours to try and get every part of this right. And I
Right.
think this describes you to a T. So
Wow.
I'd like you to be honest when let me read all of it, and then you can tell me whether you think, yeah, that is really like my personality.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is it. You want other people to know you and like you. You tend to be critical of yourself and often doubt whether you have made the right decision or done the right thing. You have a great deal of potential which you've not always used to your advantage. While you have some flaws, we'll skip over those. While you have some flaws, you are constantly trying to improve. Sometimes you can be very sociable and extroverted, while at other times you are introverted and prefer to be alone. You prefer some change and variety and don't like to feel limited, but you also seek security in life. You consider yourself an independent thinker and do not accept others' statements without satisfactory proof. You have found it unwise to be too honest in revealing yourself to others. Now, that last sentence was a bit of an explosive one, wasn't it, after what you've just been saying? So what do you think? Does that fairly accurately sum you up or
I
not?
think
Don't
I think that
don't be kind. Don't be kind.
no. I think that's 100%. I think
Yeah.
that's 100%. Yeah. Do you know, just this